In this video, we'll take a closer look at eligibility. We know with so many grant schemes currently available, it can be confusing to understand which one to apply for. There are two schemes currently available for qualifying businesses. These are the Local Restrictions Support Grant, the LRSG, and the Additional Restrictions Grant, the ARG, also referred to as the Discretionary Grant Scheme. Both of these schemes are intended to support businesses with fixed costs, such as rent and utilities, rather than to replace lost income. So what should you apply for? Applying to the correct scheme for you and your business will help us to process your application quicker. Let's take a look at both of these schemes side by side. LRSG is for rate-paying businesses that have been forced to close due to national restrictions, and the ARG is a discretionary fund intended to support those businesses unable to claim through their LRSG. In terms of eligibility, your business may be eligible for the LRSG closed and the closed lockdown payment if you meet the following criteria. If you occupy a property on which you pay business rates and you are the ratepayer, if you've been required to close due to national restrictions from the 5th of January 2021, and if you've been unable to provide your usual in-person customer services from your premises. For the ARG, your business may be eligible to apply for support if you meet the following criteria. You've been legally required to close under the national restrictions, but you're not eligible for the LRSG as you don't pay business rates or you pay package rent and rates. Or you may be eligible if you've not legally been required to close, but have suffered a significant loss of turnover as a result of national restrictions. Both of these grant schemes have some additional criteria. For the LRSG, you will not be eligible for funding if you can continue to operate during national restrictions because you don't depend on providing direct in-person services from your premises, such as accountancy. You also won't be eligible if you've chosen to close but haven't been legally required to do so by the restrictions. You won't be eligible if your business is in administration, insolvent, or has been struck off the Companies House register. And you also won't be eligible if you've already exceeded the permitted state aid limit. For the ARG, in order to apply, these additional criteria apply. You must have been trading on or before the 4th of January 2021. You must be a micro or small business of up to 50 employees. You must have ongoing fixed monthly business costs in Plymouth, such as rent, wages, or moorings. And you must be able to demonstrate that Covid-19 has significantly impacted your business. If you're a home-based business or self-employed business working from home, you must be registered with HMRC and be able to provide proof of your company, such as a company unique taxpayer reference or company number. For the ARG, businesses will not be eligible for funding if they've exceeded state subsidy limits, if you're in administration, insolvent, or where a striking off order has been made. And certain types of businesses are also not eligible for this round of funding. These include home sharing businesses, buy-to-let properties, and premises that are for personal use only, such as riding stables. The Council is prioritising the ARG scheme in order to help as many businesses as possible. However, it is likely that the government funding may not meet the demands for help. Due to the limited amount of funding we've received, we have prioritised the types of businesses that we will support through this first round of ARG funding. We'll be allocating funds on a case-by-case basis, 3 tranches, and we'll be processing these on a fortnightly basis. For the first tranche of funding, we'll initially focus on approving applications received within these priority sectors, as we have done in previous rounds. If you're in a priority sector, therefore, it's really important that you put in your application as quickly as possible to enable us to assess demand. For this round of funding, we have prioritised fishing businesses, childcare providers, tradespeople and businesses who supply businesses that have been required to close, such as retail and hospitality, creative and event businesses, and businesses that pay package rent and rates and are required to shut, or those that supply businesses that have been required to close. Here we'll answer a couple of commonly asked questions. Why was I eligible in November and not now? The ARG fund is a limited pot of money from government. We review the priority categories to ensure we can help businesses fairly during each lockdown period. And why do I have to apply for the ARG again if I received it before? As mentioned, the ARG is a discretionary grant scheme, and this provides a one-off payment for a business per lockdown. You need to apply each time so that we can review and approve the discretionary funding to ensure that it is distributed fairly. If you're still not sure what to apply for, you can find the latest updates on both of these grant schemes at www.investplymouth.co.uk/business-grants.